Okay, yeah, I have to take this a little bit. Okay, so.
Courtney Mills invited us inside her apartment at Potomac Gardens in Southeast D.C. to show us what she's been struggling to get city leaders to fix.
I'm convinced that they want us to look like this.
Holes where she says mice have chewed through walls, behind her daughter's dollhouse, in the living room.
They even eat away at my little patchwork solution. They eat away at that.
Even behind her son's bed. She tried covering up the holes with glue traps landlords gave her, but she says the mice still get in.
Spacey, he said, you know you have to live like this. Catch your roaches, catch your water bugs, catch your mice.
As we walked the property, we noticed padlocks on the iron gates surrounding the complex. Margot Falls tells us those padlocks mean she has to make the long walk around the grounds to visit family. But being locked in also poses another safety concern.
What happens, Lord forbid, if they have a fire?
In fact, D.C. Fire EMS says those padlocks are indeed a fire code violation.
If I can walk in my apartment.
So the locks don't work?
This doesn't work.
Chantel Powell also wanted us to see her place, a first-floor apartment she barely spends time in, spending her own money on a hotel room now for her and her 9-year-old daughter.
When you do sleep here, you sleep on 3 mattresses.
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why.
Because we had a rat in my mattress.
Powell shared these pictures and even video of large rats roaming inside her home.
I keep my food in bins when I do have food.
According to this lawsuit, she's now suing the Housing Authority for these code violations. DCRA tells WUSA 9 they sent inspectors to the property on April 21st. Violations were found, and now DC Housing Authority, which runs the apartment complex, is being fined more than $7,000.
Something needs to be done. We're living in a crisis.
We spoke to Tamasia Moore on the phone. She wrote this letter complaining of the conditions and handed it to the mayor at a news conference at the complex this past Monday.
They are poverty hustlers. They're enriching themselves on our backs, on our pain, on our misery. And it's not fair. It's inhumane.
WUSA 9 reached out to several D.C. agencies. The Department of Energy and Environment said they are sending inspectors and contacted the D.C. Housing Authority so that both agencies can collaborate to address residents' concerns. D.C. Housing said it's their mission to provide safe and quality affordable housing. In fact, they tell us this property is undergoing a $3.7 million improvement.
And we're just neglected in a completely underserved community. I challenge the mayor to come and take a deeper look at these problems.
A $3.7 million improvement. I asked exactly what is being done right now, and they said the doors are being replaced, and we did see some crews working on what we saw were exterior doors. We just got word as well from the Housing Authority that those padlocks that you saw on those gates, they've been removed. Those padlocks were a fire code violation. The fire department tells us they're now installing lock boxes instead. Tenants say their next steps, a task force, an open invitation to city leaders to see conditions for themselves and help tenants come up with solutions. Leslie?
Yeah, they really can't wait because that is not safe or quality. We can confirm that for sure. All right, thanks, Delia.